I woke up after my C-section and reached to hold my newborn, but my wrist jerked against the handcuffs. I looked down and realized I was handcuffed to the hospital bed. I'd been in this exact bed giving birth just 10 hours ago, and that's when I saw the nurse holding my baby. I drowsily asked, "What's going on?" And that's when a doctor walked in holding papers. "You tested positive for drugs during surgery. You're being arrested and your child is being taken as it's not safe with you." The adrenaline rushed through me as I heard his words. I sat up fully awake and told him I'd never touched drugs in my life and begged him to test me again, but he didn't even look up from the papers. "The screening doesn't lie, ma'am. I can't send a newborn home with an addict." He said it gently, like he was the one doing the right thing, and that was somehow worse. I pulled at the cuffs until it cut into my wrist, screaming I wasn't an addict, and watched a nurse fill out some forms, then carry my daughter out the door. Hours passed. They processed me in the bed like I was already a criminal. I was still telling the ceiling it was a mistake as an officer stood me up and clicked the handcuffs behind my back. "We're taking you to your cell." He began walking me out, but then the doctor came back in, but his eyes couldn't meet mine. "The drugs we found in your system." He looked at the floor while my heart pounded, knowing his next sentence would change my life forever. "Those drugs were ours. The morphine we gave you for the C-section is what we found. We took your baby for no reason. I'm sorry." My blood ran cold and the officer uncuffed me and left without a word. I dropped to my knees. "Where's my daughter?" That's when he went.
Next one creates instant classics.
Veronica knocked my hat off in the cafeteria and laughed while my baldness from chemotherapy was exposed. She picked it up before I could and held it above her head. "Does anyone want to try on the cancer hat?" Every single person laughed as my bare head shone under the cafeteria lights. "You should be used to people staring at you by now, freak," she said. Then she laughed and dropped my hat on the floor. I picked it up and the next day I started eating lunch in a bathroom stall. But after just one day, she found my hiding space. Her and her friends crowded outside my stall. "Your baldness genuinely makes everyone uncomfortable." One of them laughed. Another joined in. "Before you were bald, you were already mid. Now you're just chopped." I spent the last few months of the school year homeschooled on my couch and told myself I didn't care about Veronica. Some days, I almost believed it. I went back to school in August, and I was at my locker when someone told me Veronica had been diagnosed with cancer over the summer. I thought about everything she put me through. Then I went to the drugstore and bought a good chapstick, ginger candy for nausea, and a soft beanie. I left it all in her locker without a note because I knew what she felt like, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Next one had me replaying it while laughing.
My little brother kicked my door open in a full police uniform and held up his badge. "Security is here to escort you, ma'am. Your safety is my priority." I nearly teared up because a few months ago I got attacked, and he was doing this just to keep me safe. But while walking to school, he kept finger-gunning old ladies, asking strangers to move out of my way. And when we got to school, he patted my—
Next one instantly lifted my mood.
A Silent Hill nurse saved a man's life at my block party last Halloween, and Chappelle Roan helped. I had spent 3 weeks building a Silent Hill nurse costume from scratch. A white dress.
Next one had so much personality.
Every summer, I took hundreds of photos of a little boy who didn't know I was his mother. He'd come running out of the car with his little suitcase, and I'd scoop him up and hold him so—
Next one kept me guessing the whole time.
My teacher picked up an envelope from her desk. "This letter is for the most hated teacher in school. Whoever wrote this is going to the—"
Next one knows exactly how to make people laugh.
The second they wheeled me into the room after my emergency C-section, my husband walked over, looked at our daughter in my arms for